Namaste, my friends. Welcome or welcome back. In this video, I wanted to share with you my tips and drills for the Uttanasana or the standing forward fold pose, which looks like that. And in order to be able to fold perfectly, to put your belly on the thighs, and maybe you also had between your shins, or maybe you're doing it with your feet together. So to be able to touch your shins with your head, there are some tips that will help you do that. Stay with me if you want to know everything that I have to share for today. So without further ado, let's start. So the first trick or tip that I wanted to share with you is to practice this pose as much as you can. Because yes, guys, I'm so sorry to tell you that, but it's about practice. If you do this pose once in a while, once in a week, in a month, guess maybe it won't be that nice, easy to perform. So, or that pose, or simply standing this way on your hands on the thighs, try to feel the stretching of the back side of the legs. Or if you're watching the TV or reading the book, as always, I try to promote this yoga while doing something else. Of course, it doesn't mean that you should do that. But if you have decided to read a book or watch the TV, at least just do something nice for your body as well. So you can sit in the staff pose, and then we start going lower. Try to keep your back straight, putting your hands on the shins or on the yoga mat or on the toes, and watch your TV or read your book. You can put your book on your shins, for example. The more you practice, the better you become. The second tip that I wanted to share with you is, it's not about how it looks, but how it feels. So in order to feel the pose in the right way, I don't want you to think about the straight legs. I want you to focus on your belly and your thighs. What I'm talking about. For now, keep your feet at the hip distance, like that. And we start going down with our knees bent. And try to have your back straight and maybe also arched a bit. So we go down till we have this beautiful contact of our belly with the thighs. Like that. And you can hold your hips or your calves anywhere you can reach. You can also put the blocks here down. You feel the stretching of the backside of your legs. Perfect. Stay here for as long as you can. At some point, be sure to relax your neck completely and let your head fall down. We need to relax our neck in order to relax our back and our pelvis, because everything in body is interconnected. So staying like that. Don't think about stretching, straightening the legs. Simply knees are bent, belly on the thighs. And now the longer you stay with exhale, try to bring yourself lower and maybe outstretch the legs. But the most important, don't lose this contact of the belly with the hips. And also try to relax on your thighs. Also here, try to stay for as long as you feel like. And then with the round back, very slowly, we raise, not to have a vertigo. If you have, simply take some time, keep your eyes open. Some inhale and exhale. If you need, lower yourself a bit more on your hips and do some breathing here. So that was the second one, the belly on the thighs. The third tip that I'm using quite often. So we do the same position. We're going down. We keep our knees also bent if you prefer. And we move our hands to the right. You can grab your calf. If you can, touch the ground. And we stretch now primarily only the right leg. You can also feel it in the left one, but we stretch the right one. And also try to put the right side of your belly on your right calf, on your right thigh, sorry. Breathe deeply and evenly. And with every exhale, go a bit lower, rest a bit more, then coming back to the center. And we do the same on another side. So we grab our left calf or the foot or the ankle, or maybe putting hands on the yoga mat, on the ground. Also here, relax your neck, let your head fall down. Coming back to the center. And with the round back, very slowly, we come up. And the fourth tip for today is don't forget to move. Don't forget to breathe. So don't stay simply like that, fixed, frozen. You can move a bit to the right and to the left if you need. You can bend one knee a bit more than another one. And maybe these will help you to go lower. Slowly going lower. If you want, you can also move a bit forward and back. Also here, put some blocks if you need under your hands to do this movement. Also here, if you can, keep your legs straight. If not, bend your knees. Then hold yourself in one extreme position, then in another. Coming back to the center. Always try to stretch your back a bit more, and then with exhale, lower yourself down in the Uttanasana pose. And stay here for as long as it feels comfortable. Don't forget if you need to do some micro movements. Also, don't forget that the pose, Uttanasana, requires you to have your elbows back. Your hands are touching your calves or shins from behind. The neck is completely relaxed and the head falls down. And then very slowly we start raising with a round back, and the head one is the last one to raise. These were 4 tips and tricks that I wanted to share with you of the Uttanasana, or the standing forward fold pose. And don't forget, it's not how it looks, but how it feels in the pose. So feel the pose. Try not to compare yourself with others. Compare yourself only with your previous self. It's better to be with the back straight but like that than to be lower with your head but with the back round. Because the movement is happening in the pelvis area. The more you can fold here, the easier it will be for you to go down. Of course, in this pose, it's also important to open the hips. So it's not only about the elongating of your legs, but also about opening of the hips, having this movement. So practice yoga, practice Hatha yoga, and I'm sure with no time you will become better and better till you will be completely comfortable and relaxed in this pose. I thank you so much for staying with me, for watching this video. I hope it was useful. Please share with me if you like the pose or not, for how long you are able to keep it, and whether the tips and drills that I share with you were useful. I thank you once again. Wish you an amazing practice. Om.